test, mic test. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And on this channel, I talk about my life. I share about my experiences as a freelancer, as a person, and I don't know, as a Pinoy living in the Philippines. So, you probably heard of freelancing and people probably told you na it's a dream. Wala kang boss, flexible ang schedule mo, you can work anywhere. Pero honestly, that's only half the story. In this short vlog, I want to reveal yung hidden side of creative freelancing and maybe the part that no one really talks about. Kasi I've lived it myself. I've been freelancing since 2021 and I want to save you from the mistakes siguro na I had when I was starting out. And share yung mga wrong perceptions of freelancing na I feel like you should know. And these are things na I also experience every day kasi yun, I'm currently freelancing right now. So dahil nag-work din ako, wala. Ipagsasabay ko lang kasi wala akong time mag-film. Say hi to Shinka. Shinka! Pagod ako kasi I'm on meds today. Just so you guys know, I took my meds. And when you don't take your meds consistently, apparently, hindi ka magiging hiyang. Tama ba pagkagamit ko ng word? Pero hindi masasana yung katawan mo sa medication. So ako, I need to take my ADHD medications every day. Anyway, let's get back to the topic kasi I need to talk about this while I vlog. The first thing that people say about freelancing is the money side. Sinasabi nila na mataas ang kita dyan. Yayaman ka dyan. And in some way, totoo. I'd say na tumaas ang income ko because of freelancing. Especially when I handled multiple clients. Tumaas talaga ang income ko. So it's true. As in, you'll get good income from it, especially if foreign ang client mo. Pero may hidden costs din of doing freelancing. Lalo na sa money. May mga worries about it. Halimbawa, if you're freelancing, wala kang healthcare, wala kang health card. So, halimbawa kung magkasakit ka, wala kang insurance, wala kang HMO. So, you'll probably have to pay for your own if you want one. Tapos, medyo nakakakaba rin mag-freelance kasi hindi siya consistent. No, I think if you watch yung mga videos ko in the past, nawawalan ako ng clients, binibitawan ako bigla. Let's say yung retainer client ko back in October of 2024, biglang when January hit, biglang binitawan na lang ako. So those things happen. Walang kasiguraduhan. Walang safety in a way when you're freelancing. So they can just let you go. Tapos wala nang separation pay or any of those things na you get in corporate if they do lay you off. So yeah, those are the risks of freelancing. Tapos ako, alimbawa, I have a current client na hindi pa nagbabayad for the last month na I worked. And fina-follow up ko, kinukulit ko sila, wala pa rin. So risky din. Minsan hindi rin nagbabayad yung client kahit you did a good job. Yung problem ko naman for this client is the video I edited for them, they decided not to use it. So parang anyway, sorry, na-distract ako. May email ako bigla. Saan na ba ako? I forgot what I was talking about. Pero yun, hindi always financially stable ang freelancing. Sometimes you have weeks or months, sometimes you have months na sobrang taas ng kita, pero sometimes you have months na mababa. So, yun yung medyo fear ko with freelancing. Up to now, no? 5-minute break tayo from work kasi may meeting ako in a bit. Anyway, another thing na parang they don't tell you about freelancing is yung time trap. So, yes, meron kang more freedom. Parang you have freedom kung anong oras ka mag-work. Kasi, especially if output-based yung work mo. Pero yung challenge doon is minsan, wala nang boundaries. Wala nang boundaries kung mag-i-email ba sa'yo yung client, tas kung kailangan ma-replyan, you'll have to set all of those yourself. So, let's say for me, for my prospect clients, kung mag-reach out man sila sa akin, minsan nape-pressure ako to reply agad. Kasi, you're trying to prospect, you want to look good, you want to reply as fast as you can. Lalo na kung medyo nasa desperate state ka of getting clients. So, ayun, minsan yung boundaries mo with your time will be crossed. So, yung myth of working less, minsan you work more when you're freelancing, lalo na if you're handling multiple clients. Minsan sinasabi nila, oh, if mag-multiple clients ka, for each client, you just have to finish the work in half the time para you can do 2 clients. Pero, I guess, for me, dahil may ADHD ako, it doesn't always happen. Kasi, minsan it takes a long time for me to finish some of my job. So, ayun. In the end, na-burnout ako when I was handling 4 clients. Tapos, I had to reduce it to 2. So, bumaba yung income ko. So, ayun. Yeah, yung illusion of time. Anyway, I have a meeting. So, I'll do the meeting first. And then, I'll be back.
But yes, I am still in Europe. I just moved to my last semester country.
Oh, nice.
Black.
More YouTube stuff. So, YouTube industry yung current work. I'm a creative director sa isang agency.
Walang fun? Okay lang. Sa kanila yun. That's fine. Then, we choose that path. Some people,
Right.
they want 50-50. Then, okay, great. Then, let's find that. But you need to tell, you need to know that muna before we...
Okay, done with the call. Let's head back. Ano ba pinag-usapan ko? Yeah, thanks people na don't tell you about freelancing. Pero before that, I just wanted to share with you guys na I am doing coaching, for people who want to try freelancing. Lalo na yung mga starting pa lang kasi I feel like ang dami kong ginawa. Yung nagsisimula ako na I wish I could have improved siguro. And generally, maraming tao na hindi alam kung paano magsimula. And I feel like medyo may advice ako or idea on what you can do better if you are starting to freelance. So, yeah, if you feel like you want to learn how to freelance or to get started tapos need accountability or someone to help you get started, I am doing coaching for people who need it. So may link in the description below. It's a free 15-minute call wherein we just talk and see if good fit ba sa'yo ang coaching with me. Just so you guys know, kasi I don't really put it out there, I'm a professional coach as well. I am a Gallup certified coach. So I've been coaching since 2021. And ayun, it was one of my first jobs, yung HR ako. So yeah, if you guys feel like you want to learn freelancing or you need help with navigating freelancing or your career in general, feel free to book a discovery call. It's just 15 minutes, tapos we just see if it's a good fit. Anyway, let's go back to our list. Okay, ba't ang lapit? Nag-zoom. Anyway, so, another thing na people don't tell you about freelancing is kung gaano ka importante na you have a business hat when you are freelancing. Kasi kapag freelancer ka na, parang you're not just creating. Halimbawa ako, video editor ako. Hindi lang ako video editor if freelance video editor ako. I am also doing sales. I'm also doing admin. I'm also doing taxes and marketing. Luckily, yung taxes ko parang madali pa naman siya gawin ngayon since I'm just alone. So, you have a lot of hats pag freelancer ka. Kaya ang hirap niya, it's not really for everyone. Ako, halimbawa, nahirapan ako with freelancing. Even up to now, I wouldn't consider myself a master of freelancing. I would consider myself as someone who's still learning the ropes. Pero I have experience of like things that could work. Things that really helped me elevate my freelancing journey, helped me land 4 clients, helped me juggle 4 clients for a month. Parang I would still consider myself learning how to freelance a lot better. So, ang dami-daming mong kailangan gawin if you're a freelancer. You have to negotiate clients as well, sales ka din, you have to really be knowledgeable about business, how to sell yourself. So, yun yung mga naging challenge ko rin when I was freelancing kasi I wasn't really trained for sales. Parang hindi naman ako naging salesperson ever. So, nahirapan ako. Nahirapan ako when it comes to selling myself.
And that frustrating feeling of just being like stuck in progress, which it sucks because you're putting so much effort and not getting results out of it, right? And so we're also going to touch on how lymphatics help. What is it?
Yes, okay, so we're going to cover 2 different things here. We're going to cover what the lymphatic system is, and then we're going to talk about all
sorry. Nag-jitters na ako because of the ADHD meds. I hope na I get to take it every day kasi there was not a time na I consistently took my ADHD meds. Kaya up to now, na-jittery siguro ako because of it. I should probably talk to my doctor about it, pero tagal pa yung session. Anyway, let's go back to this. So, yeah, I talked about you becoming like a business person or like wearing different hats if you're a freelancer. Now, another thing is yung simple emotional roller coaster of being a freelancer. It's hard din. Ako personally, nahirapan din ako. I guess it's because I'm a very social person. I like interacting with people. Yung first job ko, I became really close to my coworkers. As in, first job ko was local, Philippines. So, talagang I interact with my coworkers a lot. Hanggang ngayon, we catch up. So, when I transitioned into freelancing, tas it's mostly direct with a foreigner or like someone foreign, madalas wala akong team. Madalas wala akong team na makaka-vibes lang. Tsaka, let's say, kung direct ako sa employer, parang hindi naman same ang vibes lagi natin with the employer. And I feel like you would get this. Iba ang humor nating Pinoy. ang humor natin medyo, ewan ko, it's really different. Parang sila, ang humor nila is weird. Like foreigners, I'm so sorry guys if you're a foreigner. Pero iba ang humor nating Pinoy. So parang it's easier for me to get close to Pinoys. I guess like, especially ones na maybe ka-age ko. So parang it's easier for me to get close to them. So, yeah, ma-isolate ka and it feels like shit sometimes. Parang mahirapan ka to get a support system. This is a current issue na I faced and was resolved naman luckily. There's less validation in a way na parang you're not sure if you're doing good with your work also. Especially if your boss doesn't really tell you about it. I talked about this with my boss na parang, I'm not sure if I'm doing well. I feel like I'm an imposter when it comes to this job kasi creative director ako, pero I feel like I'm not performing well enough. Luckily, he's the type na really gives validation. He's a really good boss or a really good like collaborator. If freelancer talaga tayo, collaborator na ang tingin natin sa clients natin. So he gave me validation. He said na I'm doing well. He said na in terms of like learning how to do creative directing, like we're all just learning. He's also just learning. So luckily I had that with my boss, pero we're not like close in a way. So ayun, that's part of it. Like the emotional roller coaster of being a freelancer. Yung imposter syndrome. I cannot even imagine where to begin with imposter syndrome. Parang hindi ka sure if you're actually doing a good job. I think kung mag-isa ka, if you're like only one person handling campaigns, if you're a creative or whatever, medyo nape-pressure ka. Nape-pressure ka na hopefully your campaigns work, na you have successful campaigns, pero it's not gonna be successful all the time. Diba? Alam mo, yung YouTube videos ko, it's not successful all the time. When I make thumbnail suggestions to my agency, hindi siya successful all the time. So parang may pressure on my end na, hello shit, hindi gumana. And I'd be sad na hindi gumagana yung mga campaigns ko. So, may imposter syndrome. And honestly, you just have to manage it. You just have to figure out how you can talk to yourself. If you can talk to a mentor about it, or if you can talk to your boss about it. I feel like those are just things you need. No, parang you just need to find ways para masuportahan yung sarili mo. Yeah, and I guess last thing, I guess, is parang there's the never-ending cycle of upskilling. Parang you always have to continuously learn. You can never stop learning, which is totally fine. I feel like that's something we need. Kailangan natin to always be learning new things, to keep upskilling. Pero minsan nakakapagod. Minsan parang wish ko I would just be a cog in a machine, just doing one type of job in a company. Tapos like I won't be recognized if may mali or something in the campaign that we run. Pero yeah, if you're a freelancer, you have to continuously learn kasi you'll bring better results if you continuously learn. And better results means probably more clients or probably more pay if ever na you are a freelancer. So yeah, those are the things that I feel like are not talked about as much as a freelancer. Kasi tingin ko like online, especially on YouTube, parang laging gino-glorify ang freelancer. Laging sinasabi, oh, it's the best thing that could happen. Like, yayaman ka talaga and everything else. Or you would make a lot of money creating a digital product or starting your own business. Pero, like, it's not all the time. Kailangan lipat ko lang yung ilaw. Gusto ko gumaganda ang setting natin. It's not always the case. No? Parang, Ano for me, like, as in, I failed a lot of times talaga. I wasn't successful the first few times na I freelanced. I tried starting my own coaching business, hindi na work. I tried freelancing as a video editor. I got clients, but they're more of like employment. So I was technically overemployed. It's not gonna be perfect all the time. Parang nakakapagod siya. Yun talaga, I think, yung last thing na I want to share with you guys. Nakakapagod siya. Nakakapagod yung constant worry na, oh, will my client stay? Will I have a client next month? Will I have consistent client in the next 3 months? Will I be able to maintain this income? Parang it's a constant worry for money. It's a constant worry if you're doing a good job. It's a constant worry if you'll be able to sustain this. So, wala. I guess like if you watch videos online, they won't always say this. They won't always show the bad side or the difficult side of freelancing. Kasi mahirap talaga. Even with my coaching, if you guys have coaching sessions with me, please don't expect na agad-agad ang solutions. Kasi it's honestly a process. Let's say if you're a web designer, iba ang proseso ng web designer from a video editor. Ibang proseso ng graphic designer from a video editor. Or a web designer. So iba-iba. Like there are different strategies and different ways to build your business or like be a freelancer or find clients. So it's not gonna be an instant solution. Kaya if you guys are gonna have coaching sessions with me, wag kayo mag-expect na agad-agad ang solutions. For some people, yes. Pero the results really come with how you execute. For me as a professional, nahirapan ako with execution. Up until now, nahirapan ako with execution. That's why I like creating content. Kasi filming is easy, pero editing is hard. So, hirap na hirap talaga with execution. So, ayun, if you guys have coaching sessions with me, it's not gonna be an instant fix. If ang goal nyo is to find a client agad, let's say to find a 1,000 USD client, hindi siya agad. Sorry. Hindi siya agad-agad. It will be a process. We'll try to figure it out together what it might be that works for you kasi baka iba. It depends on your strengths as well. Halimbawa, if you're stronger in relationship building, then let's leverage on your relationships. If you're strong in execution, let's leverage on your execution. If you're strong with strategy, let's try to find the strategy that works best for you. So, that's gonna be our process kung sakali. So, ayun. Anyway, if you guys want coaching, meron akong coaching below. It's just a free 15-minute call just in case you guys want to see if it's a good fit. So, grab it while you can kasi I'll be increasing prices soon also. Just to make it sustainable. Tsaka guys, nag-iipon ako for my wedding, so this will be a huge help if you guys have coaching with me also. Anyway, so those are the things that are not mentioned a lot when it comes to freelancing, and I just hope na we talk about it more. I hope na parang we openly share it kasi I feel like online overly glorified ang freelancing. Parang people say it's the best thing in the world, pero it really depends. It depends on how lucky you are. Depends on your leverage, your unfair advantage. When I say unfair advantage, like, bawa, communication-wise, are you good at communicating already? Are you offering a product na valuable agad? Tapos second is how skilled are you at delivering that product? So, ang daming moving parts when it comes to your success in freelancing. Kaya I would say na I'm one of the failures, like the failed people na hindi siya nagawang fully sustainable yet. Kaya yun, maybe like I want to share na hindi siya lagi ganun. It's not always easy. And we should normalize that. Kasi if we always think that things will be easy, we'll have this expectation na madali lang siya. Pero hindi talaga. What I said didn't make sense. Pero I guess you get the point naman. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts about freelancing. And that's my plan for today, is to try to launch this video. Ang iniisip ko is to try to launch a video every week or every day. Pero I don't know if I can do it. So let me guys know. Let me know guys if you want me to try launching a 30-day challenge of posting a video every day. I'm not sure if kaya ko, pero I want to try. Halimbawa yung video ko kahapon is about finding your niche as a freelancer. It's 10 minutes long. I'm not sure if it's because of the length, kaya hindi siya nag-perform masyado. As you guys see, parang talking head lang siya. I just talk to the camera and then I put my Google link there in case you guys want to post or like schedule a call with me. Let me know what you think of that content also. Kasi parang more talking head siya. It's just me sharing my thoughts. Wala siya masyadong day in the life like this one. Like me sharing na I'm working or whatever. Or if you guys want me to do day in the life content more, kasi baka mamaya yun talaga yung gusto nyo. If yun yung gusto nyo, edi sige, I'll do more of that. Pero mas mahirap kasi siya i-film, guys. Tsaka, ngayon, kaya gusto kong magka-camera. And I'm sure my fiance is watching this. Kasi, naubusan na ako ng creative shots. Halimbawa, yung mga shots na mag-zoom in ako sa object, or meron akong parang magandang color grading, or I don't know, like those creative shots. Naubusan na ako, and I feel like a camera would be able to fill that void. Pero again, it's also my ADHD, kaya ako ganito mag-isip, kaya ako gusto bumili. So I'll have to think about whether gusto ko bilhin or not talaga. Anyway, so it's just me yapping. So, going back, yeah, let me know what you guys think of my videos. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you like this format na medyo mas short, I would say. Short pero still telling a story. It's still me documenting my day, konting documenting of my day, because today is honestly just a work day. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and that'll be a huge help in knowing what to do with this channel moving forward. Anyway, looking forward to talking to you guys soon. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.